the morning, friends and family. How you wonderful, beautiful people doing today? We are going on a road trip today. Road trip. I'm playing a show with the band in Santa Barbara, so I'm going to bring you guys along for that. First, I wanted to start here in the snake room and give you guys a little update on a couple things going on around here. Like, what do we got? We got a clutch hatching out, and I wanted to give you an update on my Burmese Python, Roxanne, because we haven't seen her in a little while. She's quite a pleasure to have around, so I figured, well, why not? So here are two of the snakes that popped out already. We've got Coral Glow to a Coral Glow Pied was the pairing, and so everything's going to be het pied. And of course this one is Coral Glow, and that's going to be a male Coral Glow, almost sure of it. And look at the peach colors on this side. This is beautiful. Look at this other one though. So we still got two to come out of the egg, and look at this. That I'm almost positive is going to end up being a super Coral Glow, 100% het pied. So if these happen to be out by the time we get home from the show tonight, I will pop back in here with you guys and we will take a look and see if that's truly a super Coral Glow. Whew, isn't she a beauty? Man. So Roxanne is a Hypo Burm. I named her Roxanne because she was always turning on that red light, just like biting and striking and just going crazy on me all the time when she was younger. But now, as you can see, she's just all talk. She likes to talk a lot. She's just a big baby. But she's a big, beautiful baby. Ah. Look at her, man. She's a gorgeous snake. So mellow. I mean, you know, she's intimidating with her little voice thing that she does, but she's really just the sweetest snake now. I mean, compared to how she used to be when she was just a little baby, like literally, I mean, she was a nightmare when she was a baby. A beautiful nightmare, and more of a bad dream, I guess. No, she's always been good. She's cool. Woohoo! I almost forgot to show you guys. This is the one that didn't shed out in yesterday's video. This is the one that had shed out. They're both pastel and cheek clown females. The one major difference on this girl versus this girl is that solitary dot. As you saw on yesterday's video, there were no dots on the other one. No eyes, no keyholes, no nothing. But there's that one little lone dot makes her different from her sister here. So pretty sweet. By the way, if you didn't catch yesterday's video on that whole clown clutch, you should probably go back and check it out after you're done watching this video, right after this one. What's that, bud?
I bet that a lot of people would think this hammer is yours, but it's actually mine because I got for Christmas.
Oh, really? Hey, Noah.
What
do you know?
I know. Hammers.
What about hammers?
That they're strong, and the stronger you hit, the stronger the force is. And if you hit a log, it hits it, and the force goes right into the log and breaks a piece off. Because the force is so powerful, like that. This was the entire log, and this was a piece of the log. See, if you try to put the log back together, you could, but here would be the tricky part.
Hey, Eli.
Finding
What do you know?
I know. Crystals.
Crystals?
Yeah.
What about crystals?
That they're sharp and they don't cut these still open, and they're very dangerous for babies, and babies can choke on them, and that's what I know. That's not all about crystals.
I'd like to give you guys a little glimpse of what it's like to be a drummer versus like a lead singer. I would love to be a lead singer. Here's how it goes. All right, I'm ready to go to my singing gig. That's a microphone, by the way. It's a microphone. All right, ready for drummer? drum life. I promise you guys one thing. At the end of this video, I will not leave you sitting in an In-N-Out parking lot watching us eat burgers for 5 minutes. I promise. We'll come back here and see if that's a super coral glow or not. Promise. Bye, Snake Room. I want to rap. I want to rap hard. So I've been reading you guys' comments all morning about the jacked up alien experience I had, and then I pull up to the rehearsal studio and I see this. Why? 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 I got one question for you guys.
You want some chicken strips?
No, that's not the question. Are you guys ready to rock it?
Rocket? Hey. Yes.
Rocket power.
My mind is off. Like a rocket ship.
One of the prerequisites for being a touring musician is you got to be really good at Tetris. It's required. Before we drive down to Santa Barbara, we wanted to get a little rehearsal on, so it's time to get a little rehearsal on. Then we're going to go down to Santa Barbara, right guys? Right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how I've never documented this before for you guys, but right now I'm walking next to this wall here in San Luis Obispo County where people stick their gum to the wall. Literally, I've been walking by nothing but stuck gum this whole walk. It's disgusting, isn't it? Isn't it absolutely horrendous? But this is the thing. People come down here like from all around the world and stick their gum to this wall. It's nasty. Look at that. We're still going. Can you believe how much gum is there? I can keep. You won't believe how long I keep going. We're gonna stop here. We just stopped in slow real quick to pick up Drew's amp, so I figured I might as well show you guys this. It's disgusting. Drew's driving my truck. Drew, I said one stipulation: we can take my vehicle, but I don't want to drive. You guys can vouch for the fact that I drive all over the place, and we don't need any more of that. Not today.
Lies.
I'm not lying. I drive a lot. John.
Yo.
Maddie, our bass player, decided he's too cool to ride with us, and he's going to ride with his other friend who's driving. I think he was just trying to get out of driving the vehicle since I said nobody is driving. Well, I said that I'm not driving, so Maddie's trying to get out of it. But Maddie was supposed to be our comic relief for this whole drive down, so we're gonna have to figure something out.
It's probably a good thing that Maddie's driving with Brian, because Maddie's like the worst Flushing driver ever. So I'd much rather him go with Brian than go with us.
Not this Brian, the other Brian. Well, you'll meet the other Brian when we get to Santa Barbara.
Brian with the Y.
Keith Pinnell, I lost my sunglasses at the festival, man, so I'm gonna need you to send those shades back, dude. Sorry. All right, road tunes.
Dancing. I'm smiling.
Some niggas wonder why we're living in the city. Is it we wanna die?
And I will always love you.
Bro, what are you doing?
Dude, I was just going with it.
Oh, let's just get to the gig, man. Look at this. Somehow, of all the bands I've played in over the years, I never end up making it on the flyer for the show. I don't know how that works out. Like who are these posers? No, not even here. How are they supposed to be part of the? Why aren't they on the flyer? I'm here. They're not here. This always happens to me. I don't really care that much. Just a lot. Now I'm editing the Freedom Beer video. It's pretty funny this time around. They're usually pretty funny, the bloopers. So go ahead and check that out. Drew and John left to go get some kind of like coffee infused cocktails down the street at some hipster place or something. I don't know what those guys are into. But we finally got Brian with a Y and Maddie. Brian, you stole Maddie. We needed Maddie for comic relief on the drive, and you stole him with your Y. People sometimes call him Ryan. It's probably because you spell it with a Y. It's the wrong way to spell it, you know that, right?
Well, it's Ryan with a B.
Maddie, you know, me and Drew almost made out because of this.
Whoa, dude!
Yeah. I don't know what happened. We had to do other stuff since you weren't in the car with us. Next thing I know, he's like leaning over to try and kiss me, and I'm just saying, dude, you probably shouldn't leave us alone.
That Drew kid sometimes. Pretty weird, huh?
Yeah. So, anyway,
Alright.
I think it's time we should probably get this show started. Jude's a little bummed because it wasn't like a super slamming show, and there's something I want to talk to you guys about too at the same time. Kind of, it's that, you know, it's how rock and roll works. You know, not that we're playing rock and roll tonight specifically music wise, but it's just there's a AC/DC song. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. You have to go through like horrible shows, or, you know, playing to chairs, getting ripped off, underpaid, overworked. And that's just part of the vibe. You have to really love what you're doing, and you just have to hold on to that. And like when I was playing tonight, I felt it. You know, I mentioned it at a moment. I was like, it's really hard to play the drums up here, guys, when nobody's dancing. I remember when I said that towards the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
After that song, I was like, because it is. You know, you're not getting the energy back from the crowd. It's tough, and that's why you just gotta really enjoy what you're doing. Just have fun up there, regardless of what's happening out there in front of you.
Yeah, I think we're get a little spoiled because we usually do, like, you know, when we play at home, we get like a good, you know, set of people out there that'll share the energy that we share on stage. And unfortunately tonight it wasn't until the very end that, like, I felt that, and like it was great when I felt it, you know. And you want to keep playing, and you want to, you know, vibe with those people, but at the same time, you can hear my voice is tired, and it's like, yeah, I gave you all that I had to give for the night, and, you know,
and that's what I'm saying is, like, you gotta love it and just do it because you love it. And I know you do, but and you just focus on that, regardless of if you know, I know when you go to a show, that is true. You go to a show, you want to share with the vibe with people, you want them to reciprocate the energy that you put out. It doesn't always happen.
And just a lesson for all you folks out there. If you go to a show and you watch people playing, don't pull your flushing bongos out of your car and try to play with the band. They're there to put a show on for you. There are open jams wherever you live, I promise. Enjoy the show.
That was a tad bit annoying when the bongo. I'm sure it was more annoying for you because he was right in your face with those bongos. But...
Oh God,
flushing.
terrible, dude. Where did they come from, man?
Those guys. So I don't know if it was you that I was talking to, but like, I told someone, I was like, dude, there's some guy that comes to these shows every time and is always like, hey, like, let me, like, oh yeah, flushing, like, he just gets all up in your shows and like.
Yeah, that happens. Well, that's definitely a whole different vibe than just playing to empty, you know, than just playing to chairs. Like having, and we weren't just playing to chairs. You know, it's not. That's an extreme example. Playing to chairs is an extreme example. But we've done that. Like in the band I played in before. Not we as a group, but I've played in groups before. We had our two buddies show up from the town that we started the band in, and then the rest of it was literally we're playing to chairs.
There are people that come out and really appreciate the music and vibe to the music, which we Flushing love. Those are the people that Flushing make us play.
Find something you love to do and just do it. And music is a pretty easy thing to love to do. I mean, that's why most people
just don't be rude. That's all I'm saying. We had some rude shows happen tonight. Don't be rude.
Yeah, that's a good lesson too. Don't be rude. You know, pay attention to give a little thought to others around you, what might be happening, and that's a good point. Don't be rude. Love what you do. Do things because you love them, and maybe be a little aware of other people and your surroundings at the same time, if it's possible for you. You know, I know not everybody's on the level of like paying attention to this whole concept of other people. John, this talk has already gone way longer than I was expecting it to, but do you have anything to say?
Goonies never say die.
I'm back home. It's 4 a.m. Brendan Fowler's gonna be here at 8 o'clock. And we're going to go film what's going to be his final show here in California, or one of his final shows here in California. And we're going to talk about how he feels about that. and that's coming up pretty soon. I hope everything we said made sense about, just it's late, but the sentiment that I was talking about with Drew is basically just, if you find something that you love doing it, keep doing it because you love it, and everything else will just fall into place. Just really, really love what you do. If you find something you love doing, man, hold on to that and do those things. So I think it's a super. This one, I believe, is a regular coral glow, and then that below will be the super. You can kind of see the difference in their color. The super is much a lighter pink color, whereas the regular coral glow is much more purple, although they are both 100% het pied, so there's that influence of whatever that does. But we'll wait till they shed out, and we'll get into it 100% certainty. I'll see you, camera, again in a few hours. We'll see how this goes. Very, very cool looking snake this guy is, and this stuff right here where these alien heads pop up and kind of come around like this, and you got these flames coming up in between. This is just the look that I really love with ball pythons. It's just my favorite thing about their pattern is when that kind of stuff is happening right there.